We're gonna be playing EMIO. What's the demo? It's the demo, but it's supposed to include the prologue in the first chapter. I don't know how long this game is going to be. Hopefully we can at least finish the prologue, something. I really want to play this game. I'm very excited about this game. If you've been following me for some time, you know that I really love Detective Club. I played the very first games. They're in the virtual console. It's two different games. Well, not the virtual console, they're remakes. These two. The Missing Ear and The Girl Who Stands Behind, they're amazing games, people. They are great. I love them so much. So when this one was announced, The Smiling Man, I was very excited. I was super excited for this one. So here I am playing the demo. Let me tell you. The game comes out on the 29th. You can get a physical copy on the Nintendo store. I don't know if any other store is selling a physical copy or not. I am, of course, gonna get a physical copy of this game because I'm very excited. I am so excited. I'm so ready for this game. Anyways, we're gonna be playing again the demo. It's supposed to include the prologue and the first chapter. I'm gonna go through as much as I can on this stream. If you don't want any spoilers for this game, if you have plans of playing it, please bear that in mind, because I'm just gonna go through it. I am just gonna go through it because I love this games. We will see how it goes. Let me turn up the music. Let's prepare. I do not know if, like, when you play the prologue and the first chapter on the demo, if that saving file is gonna go to the original game. I have no idea. Let's begin. I was playing the game again. Hello, Jeremy. Welcome to the stream. All names, character, business, places, events, and incidents in this game are fiction. Okay. I am trying to remember if the original or like the previous two games were voiced. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Before we continue, trigger warning, these games do tend to be a little dark, people, so bear that in mind too. It was a nice day. The kind of day where you want to take a deep breath and savor the moment. Good morning, Mr. Utsuji. Oh, I said it right. I'm ready for my workout today. Work day at the Utsuji Detective Agency. Good morning. Good morning. Nice weather, isn't it? Maybe we should titty up, open a window. He didn't object, so I went to open the window. That's when... This is the same guy from the two games, the detective. Yeah, this is the same guy. I missed you. I know you missed him. I know. Itsuji Detective Agency. Itsuji speaking. How can I help you? Is that right? I understand. I'll be right there. What's going on? Who was that? That was Kamada requesting our services. I'm heading to the scene and you're coming with me. Inspector Kamada called us? Yes, sir. Let me see your profile. Did you like Faith? The Unholy Trinity? Is it the horror game that I played? I liked it. I did like it. It was fun. It was fun playing it. Mr. Tsuji drove us to the drainage pump station in Kofuku City. You're from the Otsuji Detective Agency, right? Glad you could make it. Of course. Okay. So it plays kind of like the way you play Ace Attorney. I believe this game, from my opinion, from my perspective, in the previous two games that I played, this one's a little bit more complicated at the time of investigating, though. What's the situation? It's a body, I'm afraid. I got an anonymous tip this morning. Where's Mr. Tsuji? I could use some help with this guy. Is it not gonna call engage? Let's see. It's over there talking to the police. Let's just listen to what people have to say for now. I think... let me ask again. The victim was young. I'd say middle school. You never get used to this kind of things. Okay, here are the options. He's wearing a school uniform, local junior high. Beyond that, we don't have a confirmed ID yet. The victim was strangled, so asphyxiation. Time of the death. Our best guess right now is around 9 o'clock last night. Our observation so far, let me think about that. What do you mean, let me think about that? Tell me. This bitch. Okay. Let me, let me think, I guess. Well, let's listen for now. Call engage Mr. Tsuji again. Not interrupt him. That's all we got so far. Forensic is on it. The victim could have been strangled with a rope or a cord, some kind of string. I'm sorry, but that's all the information I have about that. Oh, but there was another observation. Oh, finally. What is it? It's not every day you find a body, let alone a one that looks like this. Like what? You get chills just thinking about it. I never seen anything like it before. Ghost, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. I like the animation, even though they're limited. I like it too. For a moment. So mechanical strangulation, exactly. I don't think I can describe it. You might just have to see for yourself. The victim. Will you take me to see the victim? I shouldn't have said anything. Do you have the right kind of clearance for that? I might need to check with someone. On the other hand, I hate to bug them. You've done this before, right? You're letting me? Thanks, I appreciate your help. You know, don't touch anything or anything like that. Hey, what are you doing? Oh no, they stopped me. This is an active crime scene, officer. Your job is to keep the looky-loos out. No, you don't understand. Detective Kusei. This guy is supposed to be here. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I'll explain. Hi, my name's... Hold that thought. Let's find somewhere else to talk. I want to see the body. What did you say your name was? Famicom Detective Club say data has been found. Do you want to carry over? Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, that is perfect. My first character, when I first played this game, I named my character Akira. So we're gonna transfer all that to this one. This is great. This is amazing. My name is Akira Tsukasa. I'm here with the Otsuji Detective Agency. Wait, you're a PI? Who hired you? Well, I guess we're gonna... It sounds like you're about to ask me a question, but you still haven't answered. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know how to answer questions here. I think. I get the sense she's not happy about us being called in. Call engage. You're not getting out of this. Okay, okay. I'm trying to... How do I answer your questions, ma'am? What if I think again? What if I ask listen again? Let's examine, I guess? You're going to have to... I'm trying to answer, ma'am. I promise you I'm trying to answer. Oh, sorry, my bad. Can I examine myself? I guess I cannot examine myself. What if I... Okay, let me see. Seems to be detective. Okay, seems like she takes crime scene security pretty serious. So you already met our friend here. Oh, I had to do that. My bad, my bad. Inspector Kamada, good to see you. You don't mind a little outside help on this one, do you? This is Mr. Itsuji, a private detective, and this is his assistant, Akira Tsukasa. But sir, it's Utsuji and I go way back, don't we? It's just a shame we're reconnecting over such unpleasant business. It's a pleasure to meet you, Detective Kusei. I'm sorry to interrupt your good work here. That's okay. It's nice to meet you too. I ship them. I ship them. I immediately yeah. You hate her already? No, why? She's just serious. You know, it's the strangest thing, but I feel like we've met before. I don't think so. I haven't worked with any PIs before. In any case, I need to get back to the scene. Inspector Kamada, if you would excuse me. Can I go see the body? Call engage? I don't know. It looks like the Detective Kusas stepped away. Okay. I can talk to Mr. Itsuji back at the office. Okay, let's listen then. The poor kid was just in middle school. You hate to see it. No, I want to see it. She's surprisingly strict, no? But don't take it personally, Tsukasa. Kusa's the best we've got, but she can be hard on others, herself too. Hope she didn't rub the wrong way, kid. No, sir, this is a tough situation. I get it. Kami, you're late. What's that? Here we go again. Observations? What did you mean when you said, here we go again? I meant what I said. Sorry I'm late, partner. The traffic was bad and I forgot my briefcase, so I had to go back and... Have you been drinking? You might be able to pull this with another partner, but not me. Come on, give me a break. What a mess. She's really ripping into him. Think? Is he suggesting that those two officers are really quarreling? Can I see the body? That's out of the question at the moment. No! I wanted to see the body. It looks like the officers are sniffing for clues on that garbage. Okay, let me... Sorry about that, kid. Nothing to do with you. I'm feeling a bit sorry for the other detective. See, this is what I mean when I say this game's a little bit more complicated than Ace Attorney. It's just like, sometimes you just get stuck in this. We call some first-grade sorcerer. Wait, what? It's because she is a type of people that treat you bad when alone and behaves different in front of others. So for now, I don't like it. I don't think it was that. I think she just was surprised to seeing this people. I don't think it had nothing to do with being seen. What if I put surroundings? It's not taking it easy on that other detective. Okay, what if I think? Did the first officer spoke to say that the victim looked strange? Let's ask about the victim again. Well, I heard that the state of the victim is slightly disturbing. You could say that. That's part of the reason I've called Mr. Itsuji. What would that have to do with Mr. Itsuji? Anyway, I'm sure you like to get your eyes on him, and I'd take you right over, but I'm afraid that forensics is examining the body right now. It's been transferred. And well, I'm not sure Detective Kusa would allow you to get a look. Good old Kusa, following police procedures to a T. But look, here's what I can share with you. This is how he looked when we found him. Oh, here has the mark of the thing they used to strangle him. Let's grab this up for now. You good with that, Akira? Yeah, I mean, yes, sir, Mr. Tsuji. I'm sorry you had to come all this way. It's quite alright. Let's be in touch. Poor thing. A bag. A bag on the face. Covering the head with the smiley face. But yeah, other than that, it's just like the mark of the thing they used to strangle him in the bag. But you don't have to cry anymore. He give you a smile that will last forever. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. But I am so happy that I'm playing this. You guys don't understand. You guys have no idea. I have to press something. Go. She dead too? I guess it was another victim. I don't know. Urban legend. Wasn't easy to look at the victim, was it? It never is, but yeah. We got a few more details. The victim's name was Eisuke Sakaki. He was just 15, still in middle school. As you heard, the official cause of death was asphyxiation by strangulation. The police suspect homicide. There were no signs of a struggle, which points to a surprise attack, or someone the victim knew. That's just me speculating, though. In any case, what I'm most concerned about at this point is that paper bag. Right. What do you think it means? The thing is, I've seen it before. It must have been 18 years ago now. We had a rash of cases like this one. Victims found with paper bags on their heads? Exactly that. It's not something I thought I've ever seen again. It was 18 years ago, Kufuko City. We had multiple victims, all young girls. So this one's different because the previous one was just all girls. This one's a boy. There was an incident 18 years ago that might be irrelevant to this case. So do I need to think? I'd probably stay focused on what Mr. Well, but he's not saying anything. Okay. Let's ask again. Let's see. I believe we had 3 victims, all girls between the ages of 13 and 19. And the killer used bare hands. So also the way he's killing is different now. The way the killer killed the previous victims is different. When we found them, they all had paper bags over their heads with smiling faces drawn on them. We couldn't establish any connection between the victims. They were all just around the same age. And I'm sorry to say, we never solved the case. Their killer is still out there. Their job's hard. They also need vacations. But now they picked a boy. Now it's a boy. It's around the same ages as the previous victims. But it's a boy and it was killed. Like, it was still strangulation, but they used something. For the previous one, it was the bare hands of the killer. Exactly. For manual to mechanical strangulation. So we could be looking at... Yeah, it could be the same person. Oh, man. 3 teenage girls strangled to death by hand. What a nightmare. What if I think? It doesn't quite up. 3 female victims 18 years ago. And now a middle school boy? Or a Suke Sakaki. The victim could have been strangled with a rope or a cord, some kind of string. Method of strangulation is different in this case than it was in the murders 18 years ago. that if you look directly at his face, he's definitely gonna kill you. So smile and he walks away. Look at his face and he kills you. Got it. It's always a crying girl though. All versions agree on that part. She has the death hair. Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that she has that hair. It was always a crying girl though. All versions agree on that part. So the thing about urban legends is that they are not all legends. Some of them hold a kernel of truth. For now, I am treating this as valuable information. I'd say we have a lot of work to do. Let's split up and get to it. But first, I'd like you to take these. Are those cell phones? They're huge. Speaking touch. If there are any developments, go on, take them. The phones. Yes, thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got to go follow up on something. I'd like both of you to work together and decide the best way to split up your research. Understood? Yes, sir. Understood. She's so small. Or maybe he's just tall. I don't know. Okay. Let me think. Let's see. How are we going to split this up? What do you think, Ayumi? How should we divide the work? Why don't we start by reviewing our notes and seeing if we can deduce anything? Good idea. Let's see. Review. So we have a victim, Eisuke Sakaki, discovered this morning. Based on what we know so far, I suspect suicide. Based on what we know so far, I suspect homicide. Based on what we know so far, I suspect homicide. I think you're right. Now, Eisuke was wearing a paper bag with a smile on it when he was found. And there's certain similarity. Which is like the Smiling Man urban legend. It's like the real life case of the Smiling Man. I guess this one. He's probably just tall. You might recognize the voice or personal stance. Some people have strange memory. A strong memory. It's like the real life case of the Smiling Man. You mean the urban legend? No, there's a real case. Yes, of course. But what if the urban legend is based on the actual murders that took place 11 years ago in Kufuku City? It's possible a horrible incident that could have spawned such a morbid story, right? Still, we need to establish some sort of connection. The victim was a boy, right? That's right. And all three victims in the older cases were girls, according to Mr. Tsuji. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that was only a coincidence. It's probably irrelevant. That poor kid, Eisuke, covered in one of those horrible paper bags. Yeah. Was there anything else on your mind? Was it? What am I missing? Oh, I should mention that we met the detective assigned to the case. Her name's Kuse. Utsuji seemed to recognize her from somewhere. Has Mr. Utsuji worked with her before? I'm not sure. I didn't ask. Well, where do we go from here? I don't know. Great question. Wish I had the answer. Well, maybe it's worth checking with the police again. Forensics could have dug something up by now. Good idea. If it's alright with you, I think I'll try to find out more about the victim. Poor guy. That would be helpful. Thanks. Okay. To the police station. Let's freaking go. I wonder if Inspector Kamada is even here. I'll be able to meet with Inspector Kamada. Okay, call engage. Let's see. People nearby. I'll see if one of these officers can help. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but can you help me out? Hello, sir. How can I help? Do you know if the inspector is available? It must be Inspector Kamada, right? Oh yeah, sorry about that. Actually, where do I know you from? Haven't we met before? Should I think? Here we go again. They read this super fast. Well, I haven't figured it out yet. Where do I know her from? That voice. Now that I think about it, her face is familiar too. You're so familiar, but... Should I think again? How do we know each other? Should I check my notes? I have more info on this violin man? What happened? Why is it still yellow? Look, examine. Where? She looks pretty sharp in her uniform. I thought it was gonna be something more important. Ah! I'm gonna be stuck here. From a Yumi school, you think, but how do I figure it out? Where's Ayumi here? Maybe can I... Well, can I just ask the name maybe? Maybe asking the name could work. Use phone. Call engage. Ah! Let me see this one. Those sides. Okay, never mind. Okay, it's not. What the hell am I supposed to do? Should I examine her again? No, I got the same response, right? She's... Oh, there you go. I had to examine the face. Stuck. It's you! Oh, because she's wearing glasses. That makes a big difference. Is she an emblem? Yes, that's what she is. That's me. And you are... With the Itsuji Detective Agency, that's right. Akira Tsukasa, yeah? Whoa, it's been a while. It's been a while. Did you transfer to this present? I mean, I should have recognized you right away. I suppose it was the glasses that threw me off. See? It's always the glasses, people. I told you. I usually wear contacts, and yeah, I transferred here a while back. I remember her being a pretty sharp investigator. Okay, so we can ask now. Inspector Kamada did mention that someone might be coming by. I suppose it's you. Glasses change people looks so much. Yeah, exactly. It's a big change, people. Trust me. So she was from the missing era then. I think so. I'll go see if he is available. I was like, I feel like I've seen her too, but it's been... How long ago did I play those games? Like 3 years ago? I don't even know. Is this supposed to PI? Who's this? Oh, it's the guy Kusa was yelling at this morning. Imagine being recognized by that. Just kidding, buddy. But Inspector Kamada is busy right now, so I've been assigned to help you out. The name's Daisuke Kamihara. The Daisuke Kamihara. You can call me Dice if you want. Most people want. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'm Akira Tsukasa. I'm with the Utsuji Detective Agency. Should I... Let me use my brilliant intuition to deduce why you're here, scooping out that murder, right? That's right. Normally it would give your team a little more space, but the case is already so unusual. Don't even sweat it. I'm your guy. Hit me up. I'll tell you anything, and I mean anything. She doesn't like that. I mean, about the victim, although sure. I'll take personal questions too. Why is he like this? Sorry to jump in, but you're going to need to take this conversation somewhere else. Fine, we can follow procedures if you insist. Thank you so much. I don't like this guy. I do not like this guy. Right this way, boy detective, to the fabulous interrogation chamber. Is this guy for real? And really, boy detective? Well, maybe I can get something useful. I do not like this guy. Dice moment. Help yourself. Oh, thanks. I could use some tea. Enjoy it, bro. She never makes fresh tea for me. I wonder why. I wonder why. Just kidding. Just kidding. See, he gives me the vibes as a certain someone. It could be him. So Ari is here. Like, I already know who the killer is. Ari has a suspect now. So about the case. Right. Not like you came here for tea, huh? Right. Am I right? Fine. Where do you want to start? The victim. You already have a few details, right? A victim's name and age? That's right. His name is Eisuke Sasaki. He was only 15 years old. I visited the scene this morning. Yeah. I saw you there. And I saw you there getting verbally spanked by Detective Kusa in front of everyone. Get a grand Kamihara. I blame Takumi. Always the way to go, right? In this game, it's always the nice ones. Too nice to be true, I guess. They're telling us it was around 9 p.m. last night. At that time, it would have been pitch black out there, no street lights at all. Great murder spot, obviously. We still don't know why the kid would have been out there at that time, of course. Scene of the crime. We found the body at the pumping station, deserted location, you know. You were there. I think it was one of those early morning joggers that found it. Joggers always finding bodies. Let me think. I should keep listening to Detective Kamihara, so should I ask something else on the... We still have no idea what the kid was doing out there at that time of night. But we haven't ruled out that someone driving by might have seen something. It's right next to the road. Let me think now. I should keep listening. Okay, never mind. I mean, it's crazy, right? Would I have gone out there as a middle schooler at that hour? Probably not. Pearl. It's Pearl. Don't go to an early jogging session. Yeah, people, don't do that. Don't do that. You're gonna see things that you're not gonna like, okay? So don't do that. This whole thing is depressing. Ask if he is single. Jeremy, you want to know if he's single? I I guess I could try asking. They're telling us it was around 9 p.m. last night. No, this one, he's not saying anything about that. I mean, you saw the place. Dirty old pump station tucked in the trees. What could that kid have been doing out there? The victim had a paper bag over his head when we found him. Not just any paper bag, right? It had a smiley face on it. Yeah, it was creepy as hell, man. And the bag was all danked and old too. I would die. What do you mean by dank and old? Forensics is taking a look now. I don't know, it just looked gross to me. But we'll see what they find. Okay, we need to ask more, I guess. So did you hear that there was some murders like this a while back? I did. You're talking about the young girls who were killed 18 years ago. Yes, it's like you already know everything. That's our boy detective. This bitch. This guy keeps pushing that button. So I guess you already knew that those victims had paper bags with smiley faces too. Mr. Smarty Pants. This guy. Thought so. Anyway, that's obviously going to figure into the investigation. Right, well, it's a complicated case. We're obviously going to be taking everything into account, including these murders from 18 years ago. You want to talk about 18 years ago, huh? Why? Were you even alive at that time? He was 1 year old. He was a baby. I mean, technically, I was 1 year old. I knew you were a baby. And here you are, a full-fledged private investigator. Maybe I should have been a PI. It must be cool to not have to play by the rules. A certain someone wouldn't be breathing down my neck all the time. Hey, I'm serious. You think your boss would take me on? Ha 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 ha. Can we talk about the... Do you remember anything about that case from 18 years ago? How old is he? I was in elementary school and it was all over the news. The victims weren't much older than me. I wasn't worried about it, but the school and everyone's parents sure were. They made us walk to school in groups and they had a whole neighborhood watch thing going. It was like we were in a parade. Ridiculous. Really? No, not really. It's called a metaphor. Try to keep up. I don't like this guy! Anyway, every day we've gathered in the gym to make sure we were all there. Sometimes one kid would be missing. Boy, did that cause a panic. Well, sure. Yeah, sometimes it was me. I could hear them all yelling out for me and screaming everywhere looking. Scrambling everywhere looking. Sounds super annoying. Of course, some parents would just pick their kids up from school to avoid it all. When I think back, I guess I was pretty sheltered. Sorry to all the teachers I annoyed. Anyway, since all the kids were safely inside before sundown, I guess we didn't give the killer anyone to kill. Maybe I should workshop that joke. This guy is crazy. Yeah, let's... Can you tell me more? You know, I really don't remember the whole paperback part of the story. Yeah, I mean, it's been 18 years. I guess I just forgot. But it was pretty shocking. How could I forget that? This is actually weird. Okay, let's see. If he was in elementary school 18 years ago, how old is he? Are you gonna have to ask that? Paperbacks, really? I feel like I would remember that. Should I think again? Should I check my notes? Is it gonna be on my notes? Paper bag. Let me see if they added. The paper bag that covered his head was apparently fairly old. This is like the Seito Sakakibara murders. The Kobe child murders. This game came out around the same year. Wait, what are we talking about? Let me see. Others. Police officer. Okay, never mind. Oh, Daisuke Kamihara. Here he is. That doesn't have an H. Was in elementary school at the time of the serial murders of girls 18 years ago. He didn't know about the paper bags found on victims. I don't know why they keep highlighting the names. Okay, let me ask again. Ah, okay. Examine? Maybe if I examine his face, it's gonna trigger something? He looks like an experienced detective, maybe a bit young, but still. He's a real oddball. I wonder if he's heard of the Smiling Man urban legend. I said he's old enough to have heard it. Okay, there you go. Detective Kamihara, are you familiar with the urban legend known as the Smiling Man? Did you say the Smiling Man? I did. You know, like a man who's smiling. They call him a smiling man, a man who's smiling. What a way to describe him. They call him EMIO sometimes. I don't know. What's the story behind it? I explained the whole thing to Detective Kamihara just the way Ayumi explained it to me. Whoa. I see what you mean about the similarities between the story and this case. Is there any connection? It couldn't just be a coincidence, could it? Did I sound like I was deducing something awesome just then? I did, right? Sir, can you concentrate, please? I totally did. Anyway, joking aside, that's definitely something to think about. So, thanks for sharing. You're not gonna say anything else to me? Hard to pin down what he might be thinking. I'm feeling that way. What? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. The Smiling Man legend is pretty similar to this case and to the murders from 18 years ago. Urban legends, man. You're not gonna say anything else? The notes have been updated, apparently. Let me see. He had never heard of the urban legend of EMIO the Smiling Man. Is it silent? What's up with that? Want another observation, maybe? No? Call engage. Nothing? Can I grab my cup of tea? Let me try to. Let's take tea. Not the most relaxing setting for a cup of tea here. I am not allowed to drink tea. This is... What the hell? Look, examine. Here's my cup of tea. I cannot see it. It smelled terrific. Is that bad? What if I... There you go. Why is he staring at me like that? So intensely. Might have an observation to share. Maybe he's more of a detective than I give him credit for. You know, now that I think about it, there's one other thing we haven't considered. Go on. Well, it's just the officer who was just here seems like she kind of liked you, did it? Oh my god! I wonder who he was talking to. Great question. His family didn't know. Anyhow, it seems as if he's knocked out again after that without his family noticing. And that's all I have for now. I'll keep digging. What in the world happened to this poor kid? You know, I've been digging into the cold case, a case from 18 years ago a bit more, and I'm concerned. You see, the police never made all of the details public, in particular the use of the paperback. That's why he didn't remember the paperbacks. So that's why Detective Kamihara didn't remember anything about it. Do you know why they would withheld that information? Well, I have an idea, but it would be better to speak to Kamada himself about it. I understand. Regardless of the reason why, if the police didn't release those details at the time, then it seems a bit of a stretch to assume that the case is connected to the Smiling Man urban legend. But the legend almost has to be connected to the current case, doesn't it? In some way. Well, I don't think I need to fully understand the urban legend if I'm going to solve this case. I'm sorry. You especially? Well, yes, I'm fascinated by the case of the Smiling Man, and I want to take a deeper dive into it. Now then, I'd like to have the two of you review what you learned from today's research. You got it. Shall we, Akira? Let's review. Oh, Jesus. So we have a victim, Eisuke Sakaki, who was found with a paper bag on his head with a smiley face on it. A series of similar crimes took place 18 years ago. 18 years ago. Yes, that's right. Precisely. The case from 18 years ago involved 3 murders. And the victim all had one thing in common, all of them. They were teenage girls. Are we talking about the past victims? Yeah, we're talking about the past victims. All of them were teenage girls. It's so terrible to think about it. So the killer from 18 years ago was never caught. And the information about the paperbacks was never made public. So only a handful of people know about it. The killer, the families of the victims, the police who were investigating, and whoever found the bodies. What does it all add up to? Do you have any thoughts based on the info you have so far? Well, I suppose what I can say at this stage is I have no idea who killed Eisuke Sakaki. Well, that is true. Something seemed off about... got lucky and... something seems off about... I don't know. There's something bugging me about the victim. Really? I mean, it's just a feeling. Sounds like that's a grab on our investigations for the day. It feels like comparing notes really helped. We're working together well. I'm counting on both of you. Let's split up and continue the investigation tomorrow. I'll head to Eisuke's middle school and see what I can learn. I think I'll see what else I can get from the police. Excellent. Good luck out there. No! No! As far as you can currently play in the demo version of the game. Thank you for playing. A future update would allow you to progress a bit further in the story within the demo. Perfect. Save the data from when you clear this game. Your saved data can be carried over if... Okay, perfect. Perfect. Let's save it. Confirmed. Save again, I guess. And there you go. Would you like to open the Nintendo eShop? No, right now, because I'm gonna get the game, like a physical copy of it. That was the demo of EMIO the Smiling Man. I am definitely like, you know, I am gonna get the game, the actual full game. It was pretty short. It was pretty short and I didn't even notice. And that makes me wonder how long this game is going to be.